What's up, guys? We're out here in Downtown Salinas about to interview the owner of Cherry Bean. So let's get into it.
So now let's go ahead and head on inside, guys, and meet the owner, guys.
Let's
Do
go.
it.
What's good, guys? We're out here in Cherry Bean about to interview the owner of Cherry Bean, Todd. So our first question is going to be, man, what made you open up this business?
I didn't open this place. I got hired here 2 years after they opened. It was the first coffee house in Salinas. And a friend of mine called me and said, dude, they opened a coffee place in Salinas. We never thought it was going to happen. We never thought Salinas would be so sophisticated as to have a coffee house. But then when I walked in here, they were all, like Hartnell had a bunch of foreign exchange students. It was all Brazilians and Japanese and Argentinians and Spaniards and French and Danes and Dutch. There's just a ton of people from all over the world just communing. It was kind of a neat experience. And so my friend was a language nerd, and that's why he was here. He learned Portuguese and he learned German while he hung out here with other people. So I kind of fell back into it. I was in my early 20s, and I came over and started to work as a favor to the guy who owned it, who ended up becoming my business partner. I came in as a partner. We opened in 92. I started in 94, and then I partnered up in 2004 with another employee and the owner. We bought him out for 50%, and then we've been here as partners ever since. So, and that's been almost 20 years. Yeah, almost 20 years.
So there's two owners, though?
Well, 3 currently.
Okay.
So Peter, the original owner, he passed away 2 years ago. So his wife is now our partner. And then Gina, who was somebody that I hired in, I want to say 95 or 96 when I was the manager. She stayed. I left for a while and then came back as a partner, and she partnered up before I had a chance to. So, and I've been doing it. It kind of dawned on me that we'll be 33 years this summer. Yeah, and it dawned on me how long I've been doing this. So I think maybe younger and more energetic people will come along and want to do this as well. So, yeah.
Amazing.
All right, Todd, can you go ahead and let us know what keeps you motivated in your business?
It's all about the people. It's all about the sort of community that you build. Coffee has always been the great introductory beverage to get people to sit and commune, right? To sit down and group up and have conversations. Lloyd's of London, which is the largest insurer on the planet, started as a coffee house in London 400 years ago. And that was sort of the inception of the coffee house vibe. When the owners came in here and built this place up, they tried to build it sort of like an Austrian coffee house from the 1800s, sort of like quaint and wrought iron chairs and bright colors and stuff like that. So it doesn't matter what the walls look like or the furniture looks like. It's all about the people, and it's all about the community that you build. Everybody has a reason to meet here and to meet up with other people, whether it's family or friends or business lunch or to meet a local politician who's doing a meet and greet. There's always going to be a sense of community when you come into a coffee place. That's what this place is all about. The coffee's just the underpinning of the structure.
Honestly, I feel like you're right. You're absolutely right.
Yeah.
People, I feel like coffee is just such a calming and
It's all about,
welcoming, you
it's
know?
social. It's all about the social aspect of coffee. It's not about the place, it's about the people who make the place. Yeah.
All right, Todd, what are some pros and cons of owning a business?
The pros are the people, like I said, but the cons, you can get people who are a little overly aggressive with the staff and overly demanding with the staff, and you have to teach them how to diffuse the situation and how to just breathe in the moment. So it's tough, but that's not the worst thing. Right now it's all supply chain and getting stuff in the door, in the back, to be able to process and sell. We roast all of our coffee on site, and green coffee right now is super expensive. And then once tariffs take effect, you're going to look at another 10 to 15% increase in cost. And so it's definitely affected the bottom line and how much people are willing to pay for a cup of coffee. You find that out really easily once people say, you know what, $7, $8, $9, $10, that's too much for me to pay. So we've always tried to be competitive, but we'd always try to, because we roast in-house, we have a little bit of control over our raw ingredient. We've always tried to keep everything as competitive as possible, but I want to keep it affordable at the same time, because I don't want to lose customers because they can't afford to buy what we do, because I still want people to come and hang out, but at the same time, if they can't afford to buy anything, they feel kind of sheepish about coming in and just sitting. You know, we're still a community spot. We still have free Wi-Fi. We still let people come in and just study. We get a lot of students that come in the afternoons. But at the same time, if nobody has any money, what do? You know, these guys can't work for free. They want to make their they want to make their rent. They got car payments and insurance and stuff like that to pay. So it's a real challenge getting even like paper cups and sugar and chocolate. Chocolate is hugely expensive right now, and it's just tough because you have to bargain hunt. You have to go shopping in so many different places just to find a $10 price break on a box of chocolate or a $20 price break on a box of cups. It's crazy right now. It's definitely, it makes you work harder than you think you have to be able to just get supplies in the door. So it's a real challenge.
All right, Todd, what's any advice you can go ahead and give any young entrepreneurs that are looking forward to open up a business for themselves?
The devil is in the details. It's all about the small things. The big things tend to sort of coalesce, but you have to make sure that you're paying attention to the little ins and outs of running a business. You can't just throw everything at it and hope that it'll take care of itself, because you'll find yourself spending more money than you need to, and there'll be a lot of waste. So make sure that you have a good head about you when you're making sure to buy your supplies. Make sure that you have a good staff, and that if you're going to run a business where you have hourly employees who are going to run the counter for you, make sure that you take very good care of them, because they're the ones who present you to the public. And if they are not happy, your public can tell, and they won't bother coming back.
That's perfect advice right there, guys. As you guys can see, Todd right here, he's doing it. Coffee's life, guys.
It
Nice
is.
to hear from Todd. Thank you, Todd.
Drink
It
up.
was a
I
pleasure
appreciate it.
having you, Todd.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Cheers.
Thanks so much.
Cheers.
Thank you.
Thanks. Cheers. Yeah, she's awesome. Sounds this way. He said, if you ever want